Hello and welcome back to How to Build Software Without Coding. I'm Mr. Hackathon. I show you how to build software without coding, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to build a results directory plugin for ChatGPT. I'm going to show you the plugin I previously built. So if we head over to ChatGPT and go to GPT-4, you'll see plugins here. And when we click here and go to plugin store, you will see a directory of different plugins. And we just give it a second to load. You see you can add Zapier plugins, Speak, Notable, Chat with PDF, and plugins extend the functionality of ChatGPT and allow the AI to do very, very specific tasks really well. The plugin I created is called Action Ally, and it basically pulls upon a very specific resource or very specific resources related to social impact and social action. So I am going to say, what resources are there for police form? And what you should see is it call upon my plugin in a little bit. So we just give it a second to load. So you can see it's calling upon my plugin automatically, which is installed locally. So this is not in the plugin store. And you can see that it's brought back a resource specifically for police reform. And there's actually a link here. So we can click this link and it's going to open the resource. And what it is pulling upon is my database of resources that I've created in Google Sheets. I've turned this into an API and I've created a plugin from that API. So I'm going to show you how to do something very, very similar today. The first thing you want to do, and we're going to do it from Google Sheets, the first thing you're going to want to do is create a directory of resources. So I have here a row for the titles. I have resource title, which is just the name. I have resource description. I have the topic, and I have the website. Very, very simple. So I have the resource title, description, topic, and the website. And what I do to turn this into an API, I go to Sheety, and Sheety allows you to turn Google Sheets into API, so you can call upon the data very, very easily. And all you have to do is connect your Google Sheet. I go to my dashboard here. You can see I've done it for many different projects. You would click New Project from Google Sheet. You would paste the URL there, and you just click Generate, click Create, and it will create an API for you. Just to show you what that looks like, you can see here, I have my API here, and right now you can only retrieve rows from the sheet. You can't add rows to the sheet or edit rows. You can only retrieve rows. And here is my here's my URL to be able to retrieve rows. This is the first step in actually creating your ChatGPT plugin. So the next thing we're going to do is create an application that serves specific files for ChatGPT to be able to access. You can see here, I think you pronounce it Replit. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but you can see here I have deployed an application with main.py, ai-plugin.json, and openapi.yaml. And to get this, what we're going to do is go to Replit, and you're going to create an account. You're going to create an account and go to create REPL. And what we're going to do is Python. You're going to name it, hit create. The first file we're going to create is main.py. And the way we're going to do this is to use ChatGPT to do this. So I have a template and it's going to create the code for you. And what you're going to do is this template will be accessible in the description. So all you have to do is copy and paste it and change some of the inputs. So here you're going to have to change the scope, which is the description of the application. You're going to have to change the description of the functionality, and you're going to have to change the description of the endpoint too. And you're also, I think it'll be okay for you to keep it like this, where the user doesn't have to ask for specific sources. You're going to have to change the replit name and the name of your replit. And then you can just go and copy all of this. And what you will do we're going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And you're going to head over to ChatGPT. And you're going to just say enter. And what it's going to do is going to plug away at creating all of this for you. In mine, this is basically what I have right here. And this is what you would put here in the main.py. Once you do that, let's just see if that's finished. Yeah, that's it. So all you're going to do is copy code and then paste the code right here. Once you do that, you're going to move over to step 2 and create the manifest file. And you're going to do the same thing. You are going to copy all of this where it says the minimal definition required. You're going to copy all of this. And you're going to head over here again. Actually, I have a placeholder for the code, so I'm going to just copy that. Put my code here. And then hit paste. And you're going to see it's going to create the ai-plugin.json. And you can actually see here in the code, there's a login URL, contact email, legal info URL, and you're going to want to replace that with something applicable for your application. But the code is here, the template code is here. So you're going to copy this and you are going to create a new file called ai-plugin.json. You're just going to paste it right here. Hit save. Just like I have right here. And then we are going to create openapi.yaml file next. We have to create one more file. So let's head over to the openapi definition file that we have to create. And so we are going to copy all of this here. Head back to ChatGPT, paste, and it's going to create us this definition file. Okay, so we can copy that. What we're going to do is create a new file, open API YAML. paste. And then what you're going to want to do, and I actually put this in the wrong place. And then what you're going to want to do when you actually put your real main.py here, and let me just go grab that. So we have our 3 files. What you're going to want to do next is hit run. So I hit run. So it's going to run. I am actually going to stop this. It's going to run. And then what you will have is a URL, and you want to grab that URL after it's finished running. And then what you're going to want to do is install it, because now it's ready to install and use, at least locally. And the way we do this is we go to ChatGPT, GPT-4, plugins. We're going to click right here, go to plugin store. I'm actually going to remove that. Go to plugin store, go to develop your own, and you're going to paste the URL right there. You're going to hit find manifest file. So I actually had to do this twice. It didn't find the manifest file straight away, but when it works, it's going to look something like this. Then you're going to hit next, and then you're going to do install for me. Once you do install for me, it should show up right here, and you should be able to just check it right here. Then you should be able to ask the question. So provide me resources related to weed reform. So it should be able to do that because there are a couple of resources there. So you can see immediately it's calling the plugin. It says there's no specific resources, which is interesting. So maybe, let's see. And it's right. There are no specific resources. So let's try this again. To racial justice. So that should be a little bit better. So you can see immediately it's bringing some resources back related to racial justice that are inside our Google Sheets document, and it's even showing the links right here. I'll be doing more tutorials on creating different types of plugins with ChatGPT, but for now, please like, comment, and subscribe for more no-code and low-code content, and happy hacking.